All right. Match 1. We got some decent specs. Martian spec, quick supply. And Pants got a very good cost control and supply spec pack. Probably opts for supply spec, but we will see. Takes cost control. No sledges for Time. Time should just hit surrender and go to the next game, I think. Time is like, what are these god-awful packs? I guess I'll take Marksman spec. That's what he's probably going to think. Speed spec! Speed! He wants the speed. We will see what Time is cooking. Let me put on the overlay. The very professional overlay. Look at that. Boom. Cost control is a very strong pack. And we are starting off. This is the technical term. It is called the Dick Storms. I don't make these up. This is what it's called. If you can see why. Pretty aggro start here. Man, this is insane. This is like nostalgic. Watching Time4Miracle play Mechabellum. Wow. Me and Time used to wreck the twos ladder with our War Factory round 5 shenanigans. And now we get to see him play again. Pretty reasonable start here. 2 Fangs from Time. Some tech checks. We got HE. We got armor on our arcs from Time. And Pants, he's got jump drive. He's got EMP. Shield range on his Phoenix. AP on his Fang. Time is literally just trolling the viewers. He starts off with Dick and he's like, never mind. No more Dick. We're going back to default. Pants selling off his Phoenix. Buying more Fangs. Range Fangs. Oh, this is a juicy match already. He's not even quick supply. Who does he? This is bootleg quick supply. This is pretty rough into Stormcallers, I think. But who knows? Pants is cooking. I want my money back. It's too late, bud. Your balls are locked and loaded. No refunds. Caller text, range, HE, launcher fire. I want my insight back. Bro, you're gonna have to take it up with Pants here. HE would be quite good, yeah. Don't know about this, to be honest, but, you know, maybe he's got a plan in mind. Alright, so immediately takes improved speed ball. Doesn't even think. He goes, bang, War Factory. That's probably the thought process here. Subsidized Storms if you want to go a bunch more, but maybe he's got enough for now. Time's still thinking. Time is known to actually plan his entire turn fully. We already got Mech Rage on the Fangs round 2. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? What is going on here? Pants has lost his mind. That's a lot of Fangs. This is insane tempo, but into Storm sounds a bit rough. But you know, maybe it's a Fang Fort all in. Pants' turn is already over. He's made all his moves. He's got a Fang flank. He's got Mecha Rage. You can't stop the man. I don't know what the improved ball is. Maybe it's a War Factory on top of the Fangs, you know? Time skips, buys Mustangs. He doesn't fuck around with the Fangs, which I think is a reasonable buy. Covering the flanks with his Mustangs. Doesn't want to cover the flanks. He actually wants to apply pressure on the line here. Should close up pretty clean here. Time is probably looking for range. He wants it as fast as possible. Pretty much cleans up the board here. And the flank will eventually drop. The right tower will go down. Time said before the stream, allegedly, he does not like Mustangs and he does not build them. Time is a liar. A dirty liar. But he wants to win. He doesn't want to mess around here. You gotta respect the fangs. Alright, Missile Strike looks pretty strong. Time immediately takes Haste Module on his Mustang. He likes the mathematics. Who doesn't like the mathematics? Haste Module on the flank Mustang with range is very strong. Good damage and helps you get into fight a little bit faster. And now Pants buying 2 improved balls. So this is a ball fang. Let me also to remove spoilers. I did almost forget. Never forget. Double fang flank. Or sorry, oh my god. Double ball fang. On the line. He means business. And of course, Time got range. Yeah, these are all, this is cost control balls, cost control fangs. So we will see the difference the mathematics makes. Although the balls are 30% more HP. So still pretty hard to kill, but some of the storms do pick off the balls here. Mind you, this is with the spawn in. So next round, the balls will do a little bit more. So Time's got a pretty clean handle of things of the fangs. Just balls have to be addressed, it seems. There's armor on these balls as well. So that's always a possibility. Pants immediately skips. Yes, there are armor on the balls. The balls are indeed scary. This is true. 50 or 5k balls, 20k a pack. Elite Rhino into ball. Time. With a whirlwind on 1 tech. This is a bit crazy. It does work very well. It's punishing the positioning here. But if he puts more balls, I don't know. Usually balls counter rhinos. Definitely handles flank though. Definitely shuts down. No flank, no balls are getting in. The reason they're forward deployed is because you generally want to pull the Mustang. That's the point of the tank, generally. Usually it's a Rhino, but since he got improved balls, he goes for that. And then now we're going a mobile beacon. Double balls on the line here. We got balls everywhere. So with this positioning, this aggro positioning, these Rhinos are actually going to do insane things. Because you're just going to punish the... Usually balls be Rhinos, but with this positioning, yeah. Definitely can be punished. But Mobile Beacon may get tower this round. 360 no scopes on all sides. Well, all sides. One side. Will these balls make their way to tower? It's getting pretty close here. Tower will drop. Not too many fangs alive, but this is looking a bit more solid of a round for Pants here. Whirlwind with first, or Rhino didn't Whirlwind first hit? Is that always a thing? Is it always supposed to do it? I swear there's a punch and then there's a 360. I don't fully know how the interaction works. So the only problem with Elite Rhino though is you're spending more money to counter balls. Interesting that Pans opts for portable shield over a deployment spec. Which is interesting. Usually you want more deploys with Fang, but maybe portable shield on something is more important. Sells off the balls. Puts portable shield on a blue ball here in the middle. He's literally going to do balls or rhinos everywhere. I think this should work even with portable shield. It'll be 2 360s. But I do like this read here. He expects a rhino in his face, so he's going to run away. We will see how that works. Rhino Whirlwind does 1.5 damage, and we're getting AP immediately on the Fangs. We just have one more ball we need to address, but these Elite Rhinos are pretty costly here, so this is the best you can get. You'll have a late Rhino as well, so not that big a deal. See how this play works. Pretty clean here. Dodges the Whirlwind. Shuts down the Rhino. Oh my god, look at the fadeaway suckage. This is probably the best mobile beacon I've ever seen. That was absurd. This is an RTS game, basically. Alright. Tech spec, take it for Pants here. We'll see what Time has to do about these big balls. He may have dug himself a little bit of a hole here. Big investment into Elite Rhino, into techs, into farming, XP. Pants opting for enhanced control for the Rhino. If this goes through, Time definitely is going to have a lot of problem on his hand. He doesn't really have any way to kill an Elite Rhino with 360, and he's doing the same juke play here. We'll see how Time reacts to this. Pants investing into a missile to secure this Rhino. Enhanced control is pretty cheeky because you're getting the kill and then now you have your own Elite Rhino, so it's pretty efficient. We're getting ball range to make sure we're securing these kills. And he's actually mobile beaking his Rhino back to safety here and dropping down a last minute missile. No enhanced control here, but the Rhino does drop. All Rhinos dropping. Enhanced control. Hacker not really doing anything here, but Rhinos are falling. Mustangs are dropping. Towers going down. Balls are getting levels. Fangs are getting levels. There's a Rhino on the flank. Maybe enhanced control hacker will do something this game. Looks like it will. A lot of XP, of course, on the hacker here. Now I think Time is in trouble. Rhinos lose to balls. So although it does punish the positioning, the Pants' reaction to this was pretty well done here. Time is indeed running out of time. This is true. Selling Orange Man. Bad Orange Man. We want a new guy. How are we handling these balls now, Time? Is it Fortress time? It's got to be Fortress time. Don't know what else it's got to be because these balls... Level 4. We're still got a Rhino flank here, which should be easily addressed. Time's got 1.7k pesos. That could get him a lot of fortresses with punch, potentially. Don't know here. He's got a level 4 Fang. And of course we're getting the Fortress. Blue Fortress. We don't mess around. Immediately Tech's Fist. Don't know if this will be enough, but this is probably the best he's got, honestly. These balls are literally 100k. Little attempts to juke, but I don't think it'll make a difference. But it does get a big investment out of Pants. Pants is not boring, sorry. He's got range and speed. Let's see how this goes. Good fortress placement here. Ball's getting fisted. Fang's getting fisted. But fortresses are dropping on both sides. Rhino is dropping as well. Not that many Mustangs alive. And another clean round from Pants here. The ball range is just too good. And the balls are at a point where they're over leveled that Fortress does struggle a bit to deal with it. But maybe with more fortresses, Time can close it out. The only thing that's also a bit problematic is if this hacker gets any fortress, like, HP is going to be over. Time opting for Javelin. Probably wants to jab these balls. These balls are way too big. Pants opting for a Missile Strike instead of a Javelin. Interesting choice. Missile striking a Storm and a Mustang. Really? He wants to jab the Fangs. Charged ammo. We hate charged ammo. Probably... I don't know what's more important here. I mean, to be fair, you kill the ball if you can actually fist it. That's probably the thinking here. And Pants is reading the Missile Strike on his balls, which will work, but unfortunately balls are not the target of the Javelin here. Getting Fang Shield, the last final tech. Pretty sure Jav activates Fist, and we're getting a cheeky little ball placement here to get rid of this orange Rhino. This is slightly problematic since he's aggroing the Fangs. Time opting to buy 2 blue fortresses here. This is the final round. We will see how it goes. Nice little dodge of the Missile Strike here. Javelin hits the Fangs. The fists go off. Ball's going down. But the balls that Bull Beacon back are now back into the fight here. The hacker getting the fortress. Pretty clean for Pants here. Well played. Yeah, so I think Time just punished or dug himself a hole by basically getting elite rhinos. All right, round 2. Speed spec, Rhino spec, Arclight Phoenix is probably very strong here. That's what I would take. Ops for aerial though. Pants can go ball staying with supply spec. Cost control with Arc Steel Ball. Pretty good 2 packs here. Surprised by Pants' Time's choice. Opts for cost control, economics. So all Pants needs to do is finish this game here. He'll win the series. Looks like we're getting some aggro positioning here. Something like a Surrey B-man. Some would say an Ensacco starting position. I do enjoy this. What up, Apucci? How's it going? Pants opting to buy 2 fangs here. What, do crawlers suck? No, I don't think they suck. But usually when you're playing aggro, Fang Shields is usually just better chaff in a lot of scenarios. I like the benefit of Fangs is they also don't run in and just die. But I think Crawlers is still good chaff. More so in Standard, I think. I don't know, it just depends. So Time debated aggro, and now he's going for Standard. I would probably play Standard against Ball Arc, especially knowing Pants is pretty aggro sometimes. We're buying 2 Fangs here. We don't know what chaff he has, so we're just going to buy good chaff into Arc, which is Fangs. This round probably goes to Pants, but the Fangs gotta live to close out the round. Regardless, though, this is a pretty aggressive push. A lot of pressure on the left tower. 8 balls running at your tower. Not really having a front line with this opening is a bit rough. He's got to get... He has the chaffs for now, but he's got to get some sort of front line to slow down the balls, and he's got to get some clear. Yeah, Time has baited the viewers twice with his positioning. Maybe he secretly is betting. Who knows? No takes, he's backsies here. Haste module on a Mustang. It's probably likely what Time takes or Missile Strike. Pants opting for a Missile Strike. Probably wants to hit a Phoenix Crawler pack on the left side. Or the right side. Looks like it's the right side. Boat! Straight to business here. We are aerial spec. We got haste module. We want this boat to die. Pants doesn't got much anti-air. This looks pretty decent here. Only thing I don't like about this is he doesn't really have clear, but he's just dropping down a boat. Time loves the boat. It is indeed, I guess you'd say, time for a boat. Pretty bold move round 2. We'll see how it plays out. Yeah, I like this positioning from Time. I think you have to respect balls. Now, Pants, he's looking to buy Fangs. Fangs on flank. Pull the Crawler, pull the Phoenix. Because Time's positioning is very easily manipulable. Since his both of these all go here, so this is gonna buy a lot of time. And we're doing a late Fang. I didn't catch it, but it looked like he saved some money. Although, again, Pants doesn't really have anti-air. He's really relying on Fangs. Look at this boat just cleaning up the balls. No balls touching the left tower here. Definitely does address the balls here. Buys him some time. I like this play from Time here. I usually don't go boats, but it's working out really well from here. Getting some XP. Got a haste module. Yeah, and Missile Strike basically killing half his team, still winning the round. Not too bad. Ground artillery versus balls. Oh yeah, it's so strong. He's like Pants is probably looking to sell these balls already. After seeing that, maybe we will see. Heavy armor on another boat could be interesting. Pants wants to skip here. Time could take underground threat. Or heavy armor. That's pretty much all he's looking to take, I think. Bombard is a bombard. That's what Time says, right? But don't know if he wants to take it here. Round 3. Spell Andy. Don't know. Looks like Pants unlocked the field recovery and the balls are gone now. Probably looking to buy some blue Mustangs. Of course, we buy the blue Mustangs. I do like that. 3 blue Mustangs. That is indeed economics. That's good value. Blue Mustangs better than white Mustangs, of course. Should clean up these boats here. Or the boat here. Text on boat, we got HE. We got Photon, we got Launcher, we got Artillery. HE very good into Mustangs. Time opting for heavy armor, maybe on another boat. Sledges! These sledges are back. The Time4Miracle sledge. I don't know about this back sledge positioning. It's going to take 7 years to clear these back fangs. But we're buying 2 sledges on the very back to cover our flanks. And we got heavy armor on a sledge. His positioning is a little bit too far back. They're very slow. His front line is just going to collapse, I think. But we will see. The balls will drop. Some of the Mustangs are dropping here as well. But they are blue, so they will clear the boat pretty fast. Tower depot should go down. Should clear up the rest. We will see. Time's techs are AP, Mech Rage, EMP, and range, so no armor. So not too concerning. This is the infamous sledge boat from Time. Sledge is really good into Mustangs. So Time still ends up closing out the round, and he's probably looking to get Mech Rage as soon as possible. So he can clear up the flank faster and of course get in the fight. These are full-on carry techs, basically. We got levels on sledges here. Smoke bomb could be pretty strong, but don't know if either party wants to invest into that. Probably likely skips from both sides. Maybe a melter barrier, but unlikely. Yeah, melter barrier could be interesting. Fort barrier, Vulcan barrier. Who knows? Barrier is a very strong card. Kind of hard to avoid, but Pants is going to skip. He sells his left ball. Probably going to get Mustang range. Gets Mustang range. Time bought the smoke. Time is indeed a spell Andy. Smoke, though, is a very good card, and it's basically impossible to shield this effectively here, so 2 rounds of smoke. Pretty strong. Maybe you can justify 150 bucks for that. Buying more sledges. You can never have enough sledges here. Probably going to get Mech Rage. We go vertical sledge for some faster clear. Bunch of fangs. Fangs on each flank with shield to really slow down the sledges here. So fang shield's basically the worst nightmare to sledges. But sledges do beat the Mustangs. So this should be a close round here. We will see how this goes. Smoke's going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, it might be time for splash boats. Yeah, look at these Mustangs just die. Well, this is as best as you're going to get. with the boat in its current state. Pretty clean round from Time. Slowly getting a front line. Made Pants already sell off his balls. He does invest smoke, but I think the smoke will pay off in the end. We got blue sledges with heavy armor. Basically a fortress right there, so. Not much HP damage though on either side. Alright, so Pants probably looking to push right tower now because the smoke is very problematic here. Time immediately clicking the subsidized Stormcaller button. Probably wants Firestorms or HE Storms to handle these Fang Shields. That's the only thing really slowing him down. He has sledges to counter the Mustangs, but he just struggles with clear, and these storms should definitely do that. Interesting, they're replacing all our units on the far back here. I mean, to be fair, you're buying storms probably to counter Fang, so probably makes some sense here. He does have HE on Storm. He opts for Fire, though. I think Fire's probably the better call. Well, they're both really good, but you're rushing. He has to run into you, so he's going to rock over the flames. And of course, there's always a good oil mixture at the end, so pretty solid defense here from Time. Pants still thinking where to place his missile strike. It's going to hit a Firestorm. It's going to hit a Phoenix. Pretty decent missile strike here, but don't know if it'll completely change the fight. War Factory time. Oh my goodness. He's going to spawn his own sledges. Pants said, I am the sledge gamer now, bud. And AM devices do counter boats. That's just something to keep in mind here. Don't know if Time is, or if Time can kill this War Factory, but a round 5 truck. It's pretty strong, although all his Mustangs are slowly falling down to fire here. Interesting choice to get sledges instead of balls, but still trashed in front of the truck. This War Factory is taking a beating here. Haste module, Phoenix, sledges. War Factory will drop, and now Pants, that's negative 150 that round, and he's got 1.5k HP. 1.5k HP. He's in a rough spot here. Pants immediately skips. He's on a mission. He's shielding to defend EMP blast. That would definitely hurt. War Factory does not counter ground cannon. That is true. Ground cannon, level 2, haste module boat. That's pretty strong. That probably can take out the War Factory itself. That's 24k times 40%. That's too much mathematics, but it's a lot of damage. Unfortunately, I'm not a mathematician. It's not hard math, but you know, it's late. Let me be. $33.6k. Thank you, chatters. I knew there's gonna be one. I ain't doing the math. You're doing the math. That's a lot of damage every 3 seconds. Tank prod on boat is interesting. Yeah, definitely would slow down the War Factory and the Mustangs. We'll see what Time wants to do here. Pants opts for a War Factory and missile interceptor tech, and he's taking anti-hack on his sledge, so if the tower goes down, his sledge is still doing work. EMP Phoenixes, a bunch of EMP Phoenixes to disable the missile interceptor sledge spawning. Phoenix spawning, he's spawning everything. We'll see how this round plays. No more firestorms. bunch of trash incoming. EMP has not hit the war factor yet. Boats do drop. Still no EMP. EMP finally lands, but it looks like it's a little bit too late here. War factory should take down right tower, spawning new anti-air units to clean up the rest. Looks like Pants is still in the game here, and Time has a pretty big problem on his hand. He invests a lot into EMP Phoenix, which really doesn't do too much if you can't clear all the trash in front, right? This one war factory is causing Time a bunch of problems. Some interesting cards to take here. Rhino drop could do work. Pants could borrow here for maybe a tech and a war factory. Time opting for a Rhino Assault back left tower. That could do a lot of work if it's not protected, of course. Probably going to get a Melter from Time here. Time is going to sell a boat. The boat is gone, since it's basically doing nothing here. Mustang aerial spec, buying another boat. Sorry, another truck from Pants here. We got range Phoenix. Don't know if that'll make too much of a difference here, but maybe it keeps your Phoenixes alive. For the Mustangs, we're buying more blue sledges. I really do not know how he's going to kill this war factory. I think this war factory may defend tower, though. We will see. Put the haste module on the sledge on the right here. Pants bought temp range and speed. Spawning Phoenixes, spawning sledges. Rhino Assault looks like it's going to hit the tower here. Don't know if that'll make too much of a difference, but it will connect at least. Time really doesn't have DPS to kill these dudes, but I mean 50% more damage during debuff is still significant. EMPing here. Firestorms going through. Right truck falls down. Left tower falls though on Time's side here. No more trash spawning though. That's at least good here. These sledges will get right tower, it looks like. It looks like this war factory will slowly drop. It is 0 to 1 in the series. Pans is up. Pretty close round here for Time. I think Time has pretty decent. He has a lot of Phoenixes to clear all the garbage now. So if he just gets a Melter with range, he should be in a good position here. Should start looking to borrow for range and at least range. No backstab Rhino though. True, that's gonna make a big deal, but. Pants opting to skip here. He doesn't want range. There's no point in just running it down. Yeah, Fang Shield is his biggest problem because all the fire is negated. But honestly, it's really only 3 Fang Shields, so it's not too significant. Although these flanks do stall a decent amount. Smoke is back up from Time here. Time looked like he took a range spec. Interesting choice. Yeah, they tanked so long last round, then yeah, you should probably fix that, but it's kind of hard. Smoke oil should do a lot. Should definitely cause a lot of damage. We will see how Time's going to address 3 war factories. Although keep in mind, Pants is burning lots of money. He bought a War Factory around 5, negative 150. 2 War Factories around 2, that's another 3, so 450. He's negative 450 if I did the math correctly. AP, we are literally gonna kill War Factories with sledges. Holy shit. Borrow for range and speed for Pants here. We'll see how this round plays. Oil smoke, very, very, very annoying. Do got our sledge though. Flanks are cleared. Can we clear all this garbage though? Looks like the Phoenixes will take out these sledges. Not much in front of these sledges at this point. Doesn't matter how slow. Wow. Sledge flank gets a right tower. Didn't even see that to the last second. We got AP popping off here. Left side tower is going down though. This is pretty close. We do have DPS on the board, that is for sure. I don't respect sledges, but it looks like they're doing a lot of work here. Time has killed millions of fortresses in his time as a sledge gamer. Surely a war factory cannot stop him. What's that little war factory with 100 and gajillion HP gonna do? Nothing. Pretty clean round from Time. I was like, how are these sledges going to kill the war factory? And this is why I'm not a sledge gamer. I just fucking don't know. Time has spent a bunch of hours backpacking, but he still knows how to sledge, that is for sure. Pretty clean round 2 from Time here. Holy fuck, I didn't expect that to do shit. Maybe I gotta put AP on my sledge and just start hamming it up. Alright. Cost control sledge. I'm pretty sure Time really likes this. Opting for supply, Fang Storm, a really good pack. And of course, cost control sledges. Giving the peoples what they want. Time cannot resist cost control sledges. I'm pretty sure he says it's like the best type of sledge. Alright, buying 2 Fangs, it looks like. No, sorry, he buys 1 sledge and 1 Fang because he can do that on cost control. I like Time's crawler positioning here. Sorry, trash positioning. Interesting what he's doing with this. Okay, yeah, he's just spacing it out. Now Pants buys a bunch of Fangs. Interesting. So he doesn't buy... Generally, you would buy 2 arcs here to clear the crawlers, but he just wants more Fangs. More ways to slow down the sledge. We got late Fangs. We got 3 Fangs in front. We got vertical storm callers here. HE on storms from Pants. No acid on crawlers. Pretty strong round 1 opener from Time, I think. Of course, again, Fangs. Fang shields will always be the problem of sledge players. So he's probably going to look to eventually address that. But for now, it's a pretty strong opener. We got 3 sledges, getting some XP here. Pants doesn't have really any clear, but he's just trying to slow the sledges down as much as possible and clean up with storms. Storm Gamer wins round 1. Usually, though, as the match goes on, sledges are favored. There's improved Phoenixes for War Factory, a very strong card. If that's the angle, you go subsidize Storm, subsidize Mustang, pick your poison, basically. We needed to handle the Fangs, so Time's going to click one of those, most likely. Maybe Pants hits Approved Phoenix. He's a War Factory gamer. Time wants subsidized Stang. This is indeed a crazy pack. Subsidized Stang's pretty good. Pants still deciding what he wants. Pants wants a skip. Interesting. Doesn't want any more Stormcallers then. Doesn't want any Mustangs. Just wants more Fang. This may be a War Factory though. And maybe he doesn't take Improved Phoenix to not give away his strat. Maybe. This Fang is going to pull one pack of Crawler here, looks like. 2 packs of Crawlers, double flank on each side. And he's taking Fang range. Interesting choice. Maybe this is Fang Fort? Potentially? Into Sledge? Probably that's the angle I would imagine. Time's buying another Sledge and another Crawler. Looks like he almost ran out of time here. So these Crawlers are going to kill these Fangs pretty fast. This side a little bit slower. We'll see how well 4 Sledges does this turn. Although we got some late Crawlers now coming in here. Replicate is somewhat of an interesting angle, but probably looking to buy Mustangs, right? I think he wants to not lose any tempo, though. You got to buy Mustangs fast before the forts come down. Still, Storm player looks like he's going to close it out. You really only need 2 Storms in your life and a bunch of Fangs. Oh, Crawlers, though. Stormcaller's worst nightmare. Unfortunately, could not shoot. He could not call for help on his other Storm buddy to save him. Haste module, Mustangs, range immediately. You just gotta do it. There's not much thinking. You cover the flanks. You have good clear now. What did Pants take? Pants took a haste module. Interesting choice. The balls are back here. Looks like his sledge. He plans to kill sledges with balls. And haste modules a Stormcaller. Interesting. We got 3 Mustangs from Time. I think balls are a lot weaker in Standard v Standard. But we will see what Pants is cooking. And he definitely knows how to cook. Flang. Now the Fangs obviously get killed off rip. Mustangs are stuck on balls for a little bit here, but looks like these balls will slowly fall. Time is looking like he's in a fantastic position here. He's got 4 sledges for tanks. He's got 3 Mustangs with range. Looking pretty solid here. I would prefer his board state if I was an unbiased caster here. Now, Time probably assumes it's Fang Fort. But he sees the ball, so now he's kind of confused. He's probably like, I don't know what to do about this. Or like, don't know necessarily what way he's going. The sledges are working out pretty clean here. Pants taking Senior Man, so it is inevitably Fang Fortress. Don't imagine what else it would be. Boat's not good, or not that good. Melters obviously doesn't do much. Vulcans, unlikely. It's probably forts. Yeah, Senior Man is probably a safe thing to take. You know it's coming. Now, that was a little bit of a bait and switch, it seems, because he sells off the balls immediately. Did he plan to do that, or did he not like the ball response? And he buys a fortress here. And Time buys a senior man as well. He doesn't want to fuck around. We got a fortress on a flank to occupy the Mustangs. Pretty ballsy. No ER sledge, which is interesting, but he probably wants his sledges to tank and his Mustangs to be a little bit behind. I don't think he's going to attack any further into sledge, to be honest. He's probably just going to be buying melters moving forward here. Although this round he doesn't see forts yet, but you should be expecting forts. It's pretty, well, not entirely obvious, but interesting. Buying a bunch of Mustangs now with AP. So I know Time usually doesn't like HE. First he goes AP because it's still not as bad and it has shield break. So imagine if Time had acid crawlers, these flanks would be efficiently dealt with. But these balls insta drop here. Fortresses should fall slowly, very slowly. It looks like Time's front line will go through. Yeah, AP Stangs eventually do kill fortresses. On spawn in at least. A lot of Pants' resources are invested in flanks, so he's pretty committed to the flanks here. Strong flanks are strong if it buys you enough time to get tower. But at least right now, Pants doesn't really have that strong of a front line. He's probably looking to get barrier next turn, and Time's definitely looking to get 2 melters next turn. So once the melters come down, flanks will just be like dunzo. 1.9k HP left. Looking a bit scary here for Pants. ER Sledge is back on the board in case Time wants it. But he opts for intensive training. Probably on a Mustang, maybe on a Melter. Buys a Melter right on the flank here. Of course, 2 Melters on the flank. Interesting, he intensive trains the flank and goes barrier, which is probably still going to die, unfortunately. And he buys a crawler instead of a fang, which is interesting because that probably does reset the melter beam. I'm assuming so. Time selling off his sledges. Time has now went from being a sledge enjoyer, basically last game, to now doing the real thing that you're supposed to be doing with sledges, which is getting your money back and buying a real units like Mustangs. And he intensive trains a Mustang, it looked like. Although we got a strong fortress push on tower now. Gotta love that melter emote. It is indeed time for a melter here. Alright, these flanks should get literally wrecked off rip. But we got a slow moving fortress. Coming in on right tower. Left side looks like it's winning pretty hard. This fortress will drop, but this melter is left with like 3 HP here. Looks like Fangs get the tower at the last second here. Don't know if it'll be enough though to close out the round. Fortress or melter on the right falls, but tower should drop and melter should die, looks like. And now Pants is going to be... He has no room for mistakes, basically, and cards could ruin the game for him here. Don't worry, Mustangs. The Melter is just the dumbest unit in the game, as you can see. Dumb as bricks. Mustangs at least know what the mission is. Kill the fort. Come on, bro. But the Melter is off killing little Fangs for some reason. Gotta love it. Ion Blast immediately picked from Pants here. Could allow him to get tower with an Ion Blast on the flank, potentially. Probably with the intensive training side, exactly. I like the Ion Blast. It might get 2 melters, potentially. Because Time's going to go probably place a melter here. Although Time does have 3.5k HPs. But like Fortress spam can get closed out pretty fast here. We will see. He's going for a pretty big flame here. We're getting Mech Rage, getting a shield, and we're getting Barrage to help clear the fangs faster. Break the shield. Yeah, this boat drop could finish it. But looks like he does not want that. Another fortress, of course. Another melter. Adding 2 fortresses on flank. Holy shit, this flank is filled up. We will see how this plays out. I like this play. Rhino on the flank. Ion Blast is getting the melter here. Trying to showcase everything that's happening. The Rhino is going to slowly go in. Ion Blast kills the melter off rip. Tower will go down. Let's see who gets it first. Looks like Fang is get it first before this Rhino dies to his own flames. Ripperonis. Doesn't even get the tower. Damn, that feels bad. Ion Blast too strong here. Pants still in the game. Slowly stockpiling his fortresses here. He's got a big juicy flank that needs to be addressed. We will see what happens when the fist button is clicked. Decent HP damage here. This could end. I can see this ending round 7. Depending on the tower debuff, immediately clicking Amp Core. On a blue fortress, this is 200k HP, doing 25k damage every 2 seconds. Oh, I lied. Doing 37k damage every 2 seconds, 300k HP. We got Fang Summoning. Don't know how strong Fang Summoning is, but maybe in the later portion of the game it might matter. I think Fist is the better tech here, but Barrage maybe that's scaring him a bit. Don't know. I think Fist was probably still a good call. We're buying more melters here. Buying temp speed. More melters everywhere. It is a very scary fortress, and this melter is so far forward, which you kind of have to do here, but he's going to get wrecked here. But to be honest, if he's on the line, Fang Summoning doesn't do anything, at least if there's nothing in front. Fang Summoning is bypassed if you start off rip with the targeting. Borrowing for speed here. It looks like Time selling off another sledge. He needs more money for more schmelters. Maybe he goes for suck. He's going for suck. He's got to respect the fist. And also suck is just more HP. Insta sucks from all sides. Although you got to watch out for this Amp Core Fortress here. Can do a lot of damage. Barrage, just slow them down. One melter will drop. Look at this region! He was on 1 HP and he fully kills the Amp Core level 3 fortress. That was insane. Right tower does drop. We are summoning more fangs. Looks like this melter drops. Tower debuff. This melter is not dying. Okay, maybe he's dying. Okay, maybe he's not dying. Okay, he's dying. I'm sorry, I lied. I scammed. But he's He did his job. He tried his best. Suck is a good tech even without the fist. Literally got him to kill the Amp Core Fortress here. He's got a level 3 if he's so inclined. And usually you want to close this round out if you're Pants here. You don't want this many melters on the board. Time immediately opts for a Senior D. And so does Pants. 30% HP is obviously very good in a giant war. We're getting HE Stangs. Nothing beats a good suck. This is true. Crawler summoning could be good here, but he's not Jeff Bezos, right? It's going to be very expensive. He probably wants more fortress or more melters. I do recall watching that or seeing that clip on Reddit. That was insane. We got Amcore. Interesting that he pops to put Amcore in a Mustang. I mean, it's very strong. Over the Melter, though. Probably the correct choice. Pants is boring for range and speed. Time is also boring, buying blue, or... Yes, buying a blue Mustang. Wants to secure this, make sure this flank dies pretty fast. A little bit of a missile spam here. 2 missiles at least. Level 3 Melter. 200k, 132k on this level 2 Melter. This Fortress is 330k. There's a big cage going on the right side. We'll see how this plays. Barrage does a lot of work off rip. We're getting an insta-suck on this side, insta-suck on this side. Amcore Fortress level 3 goes down. Looks like it's back to this one juicy Melter. Looks like tower will go down on the right side. Slowly, eventually, the left side will drop. Can this one Melter literally kill everything? Tower timing is way too convenient for the suck. Basically, he's getting back to full regen. This Mustang is putting in overtime, clearing up all the fangs. Sucks off the fortress here. This is looking pretty close to game. This Melter just does not die. The suck is just way too strong. 200k. He wants his HP back. It's his HP. Will that be enough HP to close out the game? It is indeed. Melters are good units. Can we notice something about this game here? There's 2 sledges left on the board and he wins. Coincidence? I think not. Although, to be fair, if you watch last match, sledges with AP apparently beat War Factory. That was a very good match, or a very good third match. This Melter is 900k damage, 500k last round. Holy shit. Yeah, let's get some fucking time for a Melter spams in the chat if you got them. Let me see. Let me pull up. Too strong. Way too strong. That was a really interesting last match. Pretty entertaining series to watch. We got War Factories. We got Ball Fangs. We got Fortress. All like Fortress spams. We got sledges with AP. What the fuck is that? Time. I'm putting AP on my sledge. Although I don't know if I'm taking off armor. But apparently sledges kill War Factories. When you did that, I'm like, does he not plan to kill this War Factory? Link regen armor on. Oh my goodness, you psychopath. Of course you did. I literally had no faith in your sledge killing the War Factory, but apparently it works. What in the fuck?